Welcome everyone, Mark Hart here, and today we're going to talk about the current eviction moratorium. Let's dive in. All right, as some of you may or may not know, there is an eviction moratorium going on until the end of 2020. The first thought that we all had as a company, well, why would anyone want to pay rent? If they can't get kicked out, they might as well just stop paying rent and they might as well just be squatters until the end of the year. Well, after diving in a little bit more, we found out that that is not the case at all. We actually just collected last month the same amount of rent that we normally collect pre-COVID, even with the eviction moratorium going on. And the reason being is because this eviction moratorium is not something to where it's not California to where you can just sign a document and stay in the home for 6 months or a year. This is still Tennessee. This is still a very landlord-friendly state. And the eviction moratorium actually will ask you multiple questions. And you have to check off multiple boxes and actually put forth an effort and prove that you're going through a hardship, prove that you're actually looking for a job, prove that you cannot find a job, prove that you can't pay rent, and so on and so forth. If you lie on this form at all, you can and most likely will go to jail. So it is a very serious matter. And because of how difficult it actually is for the tenants to get on to this eviction moratorium, we only have 7 out of the 3,000 renters that we have that are actually on this eviction moratorium. That's correct. Only 7 out of the 3,000. And what we've been doing with those 7, those folks that are actually on the moratorium, something that we don't normally do is we've created a REIT payment plan. Normally, we will not accept the rent unless it comes in with all late fees, worst case scenario, eviction fees, and the full rent. Because if you let people get behind, they won't get caught up. But because of the global pandemic and everything that's going on, we've decided to create this type of payment plan because we want to get our owners, those 7 owners that are going through that hardship, some income is better than none. So what we have said is that currently, don't worry, about the past balance that you have currently. We just want to make sure that they can get caught up and just continue paying, start off as if the month is fresh and there's an unpaid balance of 0. It's either that or some tenants will say, well, I'm already behind, might as well just pay nothing, right? So once again, something is better than nothing. So we're communicating with the tenants. We're letting them know that we would really appreciate if they can pay some of the rent all the way up until the end of the year, because at the start of 2021, the entire balance is going to be paid in full. To where if they can't pay that, then they will be getting evicted. And evictions aren't good for anyone, right? We do not want evictions either. So we're really shocked and really pleased that our tenants are doing really well. Memphis is the 3rd least impacted market in the country from COVID. We're the #1 fastest growing industrial market in the entire United States of America. And what we're helping some of our tenants do is if they've gotten laid off because they're a part of an industry that's being negatively affected from COVID, like the hospitality or the entertainment industry, well, we're letting them know that there are other jobs available. They're actually hiring right now in the e-commerce, distribution, transportation, and logistics industry. Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Amazon is booming. FedEx is booming. They're doing exceptionally well right now. And what we're also helping folks do is we have a printed out list of all of the government agencies that are giving out basically grants or free money towards individuals that are undergoing a financial hardship and aren't able to pay rent for whatever reason. So we're letting them know, here's a list of the 10 people that will give you money to help you pay rent, and here's how you apply. So the easier we can make it on the tenants to pay rent, to find jobs, those that are going through financial difficulties, the easier we can help them with the payment plan. It's just a win-win situation for our tenants who we love, as well as our owners and investors who we love as well. So ultimately speaking, we are very blessed to have just received over a 96% collections rate, even during COVID. And it all just goes to show you the strength of the Memphis market, where because we're linear, we perform well during good times, but our properties even perform well during national pandemics. So ultimately speaking, the eviction moratorium is something that we were originally afraid of when we didn't know much about it. But after really diving in, it's not having that big of an effect on the Memphis renters. So hope that helps and calm some fears. Let me know if you have any questions about it. Put the comments in below. Please hit subscribe and hope you guys have a great day.